Netflix reportedly wants to move away from binge model releases. You binge and then you cancel. Well, I watched it. See you later. I'll be back in a year. Netflix's days of binge model releases could be coming to an end as the streaming service reportedly could move to weekly releases for some shows. It's like TV. Next Tuesday, don't miss primetime TV. Good luck with all that. I don't know about this. I don't know if it works in the internet era. It works for some things like live events and sports and fights and things. But for a show, are we all going to get together at the same time? Or will people just let them pile up? Who's enthusiastic about what? I don't know anymore. I don't know. And it seems that the binge types, they're going to get mad because they like to be able to watch it on their terms. They like to get the snacks going on the weekend and catch up and watch a few here and there. The control goes back to you in that circumstance.
Yeah.
There's something about the cliffhanger, and then also you have the next episode right there. It's like I can watch that if I want to.
It's very satisfying.
If I want to, I could watch.
Having control.
Control is control.
You know? Yeah.
Now, granted, there could be a production component to this where
they're still making the episodes.
Exactly, where you can kind of get involved in the show while the later ones are still in the edit, or maybe even edits could change based on. Now, I'm not saying that should be the case, but based on responses to earlier episodes.
Yeah, add in different scenes.
Well, people got pissed when that happened too. They went back and re-edited some Stranger Things episodes and just uploaded them and didn't say anything. They just made the changes.
Yeah.
And people were like, hey, you can't do that.
Yeah, the diehards.
You can't change that.
Yeah.
Binge model releases are a staple of Netflix, but a new report claims that the streaming service wants to begin moving away from them and embrace more week-to-week releases. The streaming wars have had a great impact on Netflix in recent years. For all the success that has been found through blockbusters like The Gray Man or its biggest shows like Stranger Things, the increased competition has put greater pressure on these originals to perform. More difficult as Disney Plus, HBO Max, Prime Video, Hulu, Apple TV Plus, Peacock, and more ramp up original programming. Yeah, so I guess you try to keep. You didn't like the Cowboy Bebop, but you don't want to talk about it, by the way.
Ugh.
You just want to do that.
Yeah,
it's
let's
crazy.
forego
How could it really be that bad? Negatively reviewed Cowboy Bebop.
Watch it. It's still up there. You should watch.
Well, what about Resident Evil? Apparently that's negatively reviewed as well.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah.
For what it was.
Anyway, so they go away from the binge. I guess you say stay subscribed longer. I guess it gives them a little bit more flexibility in like reading the feedback. It's kind of more like YouTube, I guess. Just get a new one each week or whatever. A lot of things are released like that. It's not. It will be a bit sad, a bit unfortunate. I mean, I remember back to that original House of Cards stuff, and House of Cards, was that the first real binge? Was there something before that? The first big originals binge that you can remember.
Stranger Things?
No. House of Cards is older than that.
Oh.
No, you're saying for you personally.
I don't know.
I'm saying just the age of this concept in general. I'm trying to remember the first major bingeable because I remember the billboards and like the promo for it, and then
Spacey.
Well, and then just having this amazing feeling knowing you could watch it on your terms. All you needed was a subscription, and you could watch episodes whenever you want. Am I crazy? Was it the first binge Netflix original?
I'm sure there was. Before that, there was another episode, another show.
Netflix originals. Let's see. Is there a list of Netflix originals? But is it going to be by year? Oh yes, we can do it by year. What? Wait a sec. Do I have this all wrong? Where did you watch that show? Stranger Things, they're saying, is their first original in 2016. Where did you watch House of Cards? Was it even on Netflix? Or was I binging that somewhere else? It was on Netflix. No.
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
I'm going nuts here. But it wasn't considered an original. Oh, I guess they didn't produce it. Anyway, getting in the weeds here. This was way earlier. It was 2013. And I just remember that. So that's all I'm going to put out there. And I binged it back in 2013, different lifetime for me. It's an adaptation of a 1990 BBC series. Interesting.
Yeah.
73 total episodes, original release, February 1st, 2013, original network, Netflix, but it's not an original. That's besides the point. The original aspect didn't really matter to me. I was talking more about bingeable content. I think bingeable content will always be there. Netflix will just try to leverage some of its more popular properties in different ways and maybe make you sit around and wait in order to maintain your subscription.
Do you think that this is a big deal, though? Because if people really want to binge, they can just wait till the season's over.
Yeah, but the super fans were the bingers, right? You could be a super fan enthusiast of a particular series.
That's true.
You can't anymore because you just be like, I'm waiting. Okay, good luck to not have a spoiler.
Yeah, while other people are watching episode.
Good luck.
Episode.
That's way too risky.
Yeah.
So you can't. It's got to be one or the other.
Okay. Well,
I mean, unless you can like go on the media blackout and try not to have your friends tell you what's going on.
just stay in the basement.
It's tough, man. You remember you with the Game of Thrones.
What about it?
You're dressing up with these outfits and everything.
I didn't cosplay. We
We
had a watch party.
Yeah, you're going to these events.
And it was fun every week, you know?
No, but what I'm saying is imagine if you were trying to be the super fan and decide you're going to wait for them all and binge it at the end.
No, I hear
you're
you.
missing out on all the enthusiasm that your social group
The hype.
has for
as
it.
they
Yeah, like now granted, there's an example where people did actually have watch parties because you couldn't binge it. So that's maybe an argument. I think it's anytime you had something a certain way and then you pull it away and then people stress out to like, can't take it away from me. It used to be that way.
Yeah.
Whereas in the case of Game of Thrones, it was never that way. So you just got used to it and you put on your fancy outfits and everything.
I just say keep it in the binge. If people want to watch it all at once.
So did you watch the latest Stranger Things?
So they did it a different way.
Okay, what'd they do?
They binged it's bingeable for the first couple of episodes, and then the last two have been like a weekly release.
No binge. So binge, then no binge.
Yeah, they took it away from me.
So you're a good person to ask then. Like, which do you prefer? Do you prefer to have complete control over the entire series, or do you mind waiting week to week?
Nowadays, personally, I don't really care. I just wait. If it's a weekly publish, then I just wait until the very end and then I binge.
So you're not too worried about spoilers or whatever. You're not hanging out with the spoiler types.
Yeah, no more watch parties from me.
Okay. Well, I mean, you never know what you might get into in the future.
Yeah.
Don't rule it out. Because you got the dragons now. You got the House of Dragons.
Yeah, I do.
And
But yeah, we'll see. I don't.
you got the House of Dragons. You can't call up your old clan.
My guild?
Yeah, you can't call up your guild and get going with that?
No,
Why?
because I don't know. Everyone's grown up. They're like moving on from
dude.
Game of Thrones.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Your guild?
which is sad.
The guild is gone?
Yeah.
Damn.
We're waiting for the books, actually.
Oh,
Still,
that
still
sounds
going.
that's very guildy.
It is, yeah.
Waiting for the books is
Yeah.
What's the difference between a guild and a clan?
I don't know.
Okay, good.